Johnny, you have a master plan for me.
I don't
You've
have a
spent
master plan. We
so
have a segment that we're gonna do.
okay.
This is something I've talked. We've done so many different variations of our show, whatever this is, over
This
the
is Warp
years.
Space.
Yeah, this is Warpod in space. Warpod on land and sea were before, and I've always wanted to do this segment where we react to things. I don't even want to. I don't. I'm not gonna spoil anything. You know, we're gonna talk about it after. Let's do
Yeah,
this. Let's just
which
do this first. Let's just do this
it's
first.
something we don't do because my reactions are almost never appropriate. They're almost completely unenthused,
Right.
or I find the humor and ridiculousness in something that should be either exciting or moving.
A lot of the times, yeah, a lot of the time.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'm really excited about stuff, and I just get really insulted personally when
Yeah.
you don't get as excited.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna share the screen real quick. Let's just get this real set up real quick, real quack. Um, let's get that going so Zach can hear it. All right, and then we're gonna switch here so everybody else can see it. And we need to change. I need to turn off Zach's audio and just do the desktop audio. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Glad you.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. 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 All right. Here we go. We're just gonna do this.
Okay.
For like 25 years, I've conquered, spilt blood, expanded the empire. Since I became Caesar, I've known 4 years without war. 4 years of peace in like 20. How will the world speak my name in the years to come? Will I be known as the philosopher, the warrior, the tyrant? Or will I be the emperor who gave Rome back her true self? There was once a dream that was Rome, Maximus. You could only whisper it. Anything more than a whisper, and it would like vanish. It was so fragile. Tell me about your home. My house is in the hills above Tehillo. It's this really simple place.
I'm
Pink
trying not to
stones, warm in
say
the
too
sun.
much because I'm enjoying it.
There's
Yeah.
a
That's
garden
fine.
kitchen. It smells like herbs in the day. Jasmine in the evening.
I think we lost the audio. I know I did.
Through the gates, this giant poplar.
Really?
Yeah.
Figs. Apples.
It's okay.
pears.
I
The
get it.
soil
If you want
market
to see the
is
rest
black.
of the
Black
description.
like my wife's hair.
All right. All right.
I
Switch.
mean,
Hold on. I'm gonna switch back. All right.
that was your big plan.
Okay. So here, I wanted to show you it first because each one of these is gonna be different. Can
Oh,
you hear
there's
me?
more.
Well, no, it's not. It's not a series in that we're gonna see more of Gladiator with a California accent. Where what this is something I've always wanted to do because we've kind of even it was kind of even the mission statement of Warpod in Space where we wanted to talk about stuff that we were enjoying whether it was popular or not, right?
Oh,
So this is kind of something I've always wanted to do with either Quite Contrary or Warlocks was I want to find videos that are what we call deep into YouTube.
mm,
Um, hold on, let me switch your audio back so that okay. So that's gonna be better. That when I switch channels to actually the one that coming from Skype, it matches your lip movements better.
okay, cool.
Um, but I've always wanted to do these deep into YouTube videos, and just react to them. These are things that
Is that not viral?
no.
Oh
I mean,
no.
there's a lot of views now. There's over 100,000, but the thing came out this video was published in 2012,
Okay.
so it's been out there for a long time.
It makes you wonder when our train is going to come into the station.
At the rate that it was been doing since like during our hiatus, if we just matched that, if we just watched that go, probably like another 10 years. Um, yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Perfect.
Um,
I'm busy till then, so
but anyway, so I just love these deep into YouTube videos because the humor in them is not always super apparent. It's like watching Tim
they go.
Heidecker. Oh yeah, you were getting a little. We got some latency there.
Wait, are you talking about the time that we were posted on Reddit, not Tim and Eric?
Oh, well that reminds me
Because
of it. But that's something we appreciate his humor, I think, more than most.
But that's
Um,
not why we won.
no, no, you're
Why
right.
would
No, it's separate.
we
It's
made a
separate.
patently strange video where I've been bad mouthing VR for months and months, right around the time that like everyone had the big VR craze. Saying that it's not going to be relevant because we've tried a lot of things to get controllers out of hands and eyes off of screens and butts out of chairs, and they just never work. Um, and you were like, "I've got it," and you put me into a VR headset where I could look around Hyrule Field from Ocarina of Time, a game that is very near and dear to my heart. It was practically an emotional experience for me to be able to stand in the middle of Hyrule Field, and I was really, really enjoying it. Here's the catch: we had no way to show the audience what I was looking at. And so it's a 7-minute video of me going, "Oh my God, this is amazing," and that's it.
And I actually quoted you in the title of the video. It was something along the lines of VR just changed my life or something like
Yeah.
that. It was something real hyperbolic.
And that got us posted on our Not Tim and Eric. And if you don't know what that is,
It's a
it's
subreddit.
yeah, it's a subreddit of videos on YouTube that are so strange that you feel like you're watching Tim and Eric, but you're not.
Yeah. And actually that kind of overlaps with some of the deep into YouTube stuff. Deep into YouTube, the subreddit there, I watch those videos a lot, and it varies a little bit, but some of it's people putting a lot of effort into something that nobody ever will ever see, like virtually nobody will ever see.
Which is
Because,
in you video,
right,
really.
that's a lot of those videos. Some of them are like I like to describe.
I just meant in terms of effort.
No,
Videos
no,
are
yeah,
difficult to
yeah,
make.
yeah, absolutely. There was something I was introduced to through this DVD I used to own. It was by shit, what was the name of the thing? It was some weird like occult thing. It's really hard to describe, but basically, the mission statement of this thing was it was trying to deprogram people by showing them stuff that was not in the mainstream. It was weird, but what was
Deep
in what
program
was
from what? What
because
was their
because there's
original program?
well their rationale was that TV programming is programming us, right? So we're getting bombarded with stuff from the TV, and it's making us we're becoming slaves to it and whatever. It was some real I don't know edge stuff. Anyway, it was stuff that
From
I had a
how long ago? Because
that was
modern
that was
modern
probably like
psychology
oh yeah
and
no this was before like YouTube took off. It was
okay.
right before that.
Well, I mean,
Um,
it's really Facebook. That's the
sure.
big one
Yeah, yeah. But anyway,
nowadays.
my point was in the DVD. Um, okay, in the DVD, there was a segment in there where they talked about outsider music, and outsider
Oh,
music.
okay.
Yeah, I think I may have told you about this before. And outsider music is stuff where people are making this music and they don't know that they're not good, but they
That's not always what outsider is, but
no, but that's kind of how they interpret it and showed it in the DVD. And
okay.
like there's this guy who him and his wife did like this blues music, and it wasn't terrible, but they made it was kind of weird, and the guy was weird, and then they made sure to mention in the movie that or in the DVD like how many like he ended up later becoming he has a bunch of felonies and stuff now. It's just weird stuff. And there's this one lady who does all these music videos while she's sitting in a chair. It's weird. It's weird stuff. It's the enjoyment of it comes from the fact that it's not mainstream and they're putting a lot of
Right.
effort into it.
It's outsider.
Yeah.
And like as I understand it, feel free to comment if I'm off base here. But apart from like not understanding its own quality or not being self-aware, which is common, but it's not. But as I understood it, the rule is that for outsider artists, which can happen in any genre, any
Mhm.
medium, is that they are they are operating. Um, Either purposefully outside or completely ambivalent or completely ignorant to the conventions and state of the art and zeitgeist of that medium.
Sure.
Like they never understood the rules,
Right.
and they don't care now that they're doing it. That's what I understand the spirit of
And
outsider
that
art to
that's
be.
probably closer to the real definition. This is just my understanding of what they showed in that DVD. But that was the first time I've been introduced to stuff like this, and this this deep into YouTube, and not Tim and Eric. Like I said, they're kind of in the same ballpark, because they're stuff that's just, it's odd, and sometimes you're not 100% sure why you like it at first. But another reason I enjoy it, like if this stuff ever does take off, like if all of a sudden tomorrow everyone's talking about this Gladiator Surfers video, you do get some enjoyment knowing you kind of were diving deep into YouTube or in these subreddits and stuff like that, and you recognized it and saw it before it took off. I mean, there is some satisfaction in that, not in a braggy way, but it's cool to see this stuff
I mean,
before.
what else could it be, Johnny?
Braggy.
Yeah,
If I don't tell you and I just enjoy it internally, you're like, oh, that's cool that I saw that before everybody else saw it.
we're so sensitive to the concept of being prideful.
Sure,
Uh,
sure, sure.
this idea that there's something like if you do a good deed, you help somebody whose grocery cart fell over or something like that, and then you help them out, and then you don't say anything. Somehow that's a more moral victory. Um,
Yeah, I see what you're
but you know
saying.
what? If bragging about it is something that's going to motivate you to do it more often, I say brag about it
Sure,
because you didn't undo the good deed.
it's a harmless
You know?
motivation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, absolutely. But anyway, this is something I like doing. I like kind of getting reactions to this stuff like this. Like this was a good one. I laughed at this one. I legitimately thought this was funny.
Okay.
It
Well,
probably goes on for, huh?
I love the server video, so
That's what I'm saying. That's what this particular video.
yeah,
Um,
give me an exposure so that I don't want to sit in silence from a video for 5 minutes, well, with the audience going. So
give you some
give us a
exposure.
good, yeah, give me a good exposure to it, 30 seconds to a minute, and then we'll move on.
Oh,
And
sure.
links will be in the description.
Yeah. Do it now.
Do it now.
You want me to actually? What do you mean? You want me to play it again?
I thought there was a second video,
Oh. There was.
but the internet lost it.
I think the internet lost it. And I mean that because I put them in a watch later list on YouTube. Well, you know what?
I
No,
mean,
hold
it could
on,
have get.
hold on. One
Okay.
second. 1 second.
Oh no. So while Johnny's doing that, I'm going to tell you about a show that I'm getting into. I've watched half an episode, which means I'm getting pretty serious about it. Um, and that's Jeopardy. When I was a kid, I thought Jeopardy was like for high intellectuals, and there was like no way that like you have to be a rocket doctor in order to be on that show. And then I watched an episode about a week and a half ago. It's a quiz show. I knew most of the answers. They're okay, and those of you who are watching on Netflix, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's the first episode they give to you in like Collection 24, and they ask you the names of governors. Like they give you the name of the governor, and they want you to know what state that was for. I don't know. I knew the Sarah Palin one. That's it.
I found I found one I watched, and this one, it's a strange one.
Okay,
This is a strange one for sure. And we
moving
won't
off
go
of
the whole, huh?
moving
What's that?
off moving off of Jeopardy and what's it and back to the actual.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes. Okay, so this one we're not going to watch for very long because it's the same thing over and over again, and it would just get awkward at some point.
Is this
Uh,
Salt from Heartless Corp?
Zach, what the hell would make you think I would even come anywhere close to that video?
I thought you might put yourself through it for America just to show them.
Okay, I wouldn't put it past me, but
Yeah.
where I'm not far enough removed from it,
Okay. Okay. Just show me what you're gonna
from
show
from the abuse that you
me.
gave me. Okay, let me switch your audio again. Okay.
I am the puppet master. You will dance for me, puppet
While
boy.
Johnny's working on that, I'll explain a little
That-
bit.
Oh,
If you
oh,
search,
oh, oh, I'm sorry. I completely forgot that I didn't share my screen. They
Oh,
actually
I thought you were still.
America
Okay, cool.
could actually hear it. You couldn't.
Okay.
Okay.
I am the puppet master. You will dance for me, puppet boy. Dance. Dance.
She's saying dance puppet boy. She's the puppet master.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not your puppet boy. No,
You will dance for me, puppet boy.
I'm not your puppet boy.
You will dance for me, puppet boy.
Wait, no, I know. No. Keep going.
No, I won't dance for
I
you.
wanna see
I'm
the
not your puppet boy.
resolutions.
I am the puppet master. Dance.
She
No.
dances way too much.
Dance.
I'm not your puppet boy. No,
Dance.
no, I won't dance for you.
You will dance for me, puppet boy.
I'm not your puppet boy.
Puppet boy.
I'm not your puppet boy.
Dance for me, puppet boy.
Master, master.
I am the puppet master.
Wait, is this gonna resolve?
No.
Okay, no.
No. So that's
No.
that's kind of the brilliance of that one because it keeps you on edge. Like you think something's gonna happen. Like there's some type of plot, and there's
Hey,
not.
Stop sharing before you dox yourself. I don't know what you got going on there.
Oh yeah, yeah. They got me.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me go back to this and okay, go ahead.
All right. Was that produced recently? It feels like one of those like new celebrity
That
things where they
also-
like weren't in the same country.
That also was
when they
that also was from 2012. A lot less views. A lot less views than the last one.
Well, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Was that I don't want to get too blue here. Was that a fetish thing? Were those two adults enjoying
I am looking at
semi-private time?
well, I am now looking at the YouTube page.
For those
Yeah, whoever published it. It's that guy. I
Uh,
think it's his.
Tan Mom and Biker Sandals.
Yeah, Biker
is
Sandals.
their
Yeah,
name.
and he looks like he seems like a character. He's kind of a wacky guy. He's got those glasses they used to have, like you see them, like, I think more in the 80s and 90s, but they're the glasses that have the slinky eyes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Shine
that's his banner at the top of the page.
Oh, well, he is zany.
Yeah,
then.
it's him wearing those. So he's
Oh boy.
oh boy, indeed. Oh, and then he's got like half his family in this one thumbnail for this video where he's got the glasses that have the eye stickers on them.
So that you can be asleep in class because you're a renegade.
Exactly.
Okay.
He has a video here where he is Shrek. I'm sorry, he has 4 videos where he's painted himself green.
Did he lose the goatee? Did he commit?
Yeah, he's completely bald.
Okay. Is that his mother or his wife? That's controlling Puppet
I
Boy.
think.
She needs to get out of that pool. She has had enough sun.
Oh, you're right. You are definitely right. I can't tell. I'm just looking at thumbnails. I don't see her in any of the thumbnails. I see another woman.
Is it possible that he found that clip on a different YouTube?
Oh, that just
and he
just that.
added.
Oh, maybe this guy. What's crazy?
I can't get off the.
He has.
I can't get off the idea that it has something to do with kink. That having this be public knowledge was somehow exciting to them.
Yeah. I watched his Shrek impression.
So now we're officially 13 and up, so we're good for ads on this one.
No, I just watched his Shrek impression. It's not good. It's not good.
It never is.
Yeah.
Dana Carvey's wasn't good, and it's a sweet spot that's almost impossible to get. Johnny
I'm sorry, I've fallen into the hole. I've fallen into the rabbit hole here. I'm looking.
No, I
Yeah,
understand.
his I think his latest video is from 7 years ago.
Do you have a Shrek
I
impression?
don't. Mm-mm. I'm definitely not.
I could get. You don't want to try that right now,
No.
Johnny?
Mm-mm.
What if I give you a test sentence?
Mm-mm.
The fish was delish and it made quite a dish. Now say that as Shrek.
Nope. You do it.
Oh, come,
You
dude.
do it.
Huh? No, that's appropriation.
That is appropriation? If
Yes.
you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Johnny,
Yeah.
did you have any more of these that you wanted to show
No,
me?
we're gonna do this. We'll do this another episode.
Okay, yeah. This might be a running segment, as exciting as it's been.
Yeah, I'm gonna, and I can
Um,
I can go through them and find some good ones, and then we can really have some fun with it.
Johnny, I had an odd question to ask
Go
you.
ahead.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay. What are your feelings on the on Michael Jackson's Moonwalker?
The video game?
Do you have? Yes, actually, specifically.
Never played it.
You never played it?
No.
Not no version of it. There are two.
No.
Okay. Um, do you know what it is or what's going on with any of that? Do you like what do you actually know about
I know
it?
very little. Very, very little. I know
Okay.
it's a video game that has Michael Jackson in it.
Yeah. So basically, basically in the early 90s, Michael Jackson put out like it's like either 45 minutes to an hour long. I think it was released in some theaters. Um, oh, excuse me. Um, and it was a music video that had a lot of different elements working within it, and it had something to do with his album Moonwalker. But there was a section of it towards the end where he's some kind of alien
Yeah.
who's looking to help like capture kids who have been kidnapped by Joe Pesci. And he sees a star, he sees a shooting star, and when he makes a wish and he turns into Mecha Jackson in order to fight Joe Pesci in a helicopter.
Okay.
And earlier than that, there was a part where he was in a white suit with a blue shirt, and I think he was throwing dust on people, and they become funkier. But when translated into the game, he's just an alien who has the ability to throw dust on people in order to kill them instantaneously. Spin around so he can throw his hat, and that's a lethal projectile. And if he spins around enough, he can make everyone around him dance, and at the end of that dance, they die. Oh, and in the game, if you see a shooting star, you have to jump up and catch it, and then you have like a big power up for a while.
I'm watching the game right now.
You're watching the game right now, yeah.
Yeah, here's everybody dancing.
Hmm.
You didn't say anything about the little children. There are little children
Yeah.
that like spawn out of his genitals or something. And they go,
No, he finds them in
it's this little girl.
closets.
She pops out of nowhere. She goes, Michael, and she runs away.
Yeah, he opened a door in the background.
I'm not. Yeah, that's upsetting to me.
Yeah. So here, okay, so obvious. There's a lot of reasons that Michael Jackson is upsetting to a lot of people. Okay.
He's pulling them out of the
Do you
closet.
think it'd be?
Anyway, go ahead.
Do you think it would be appropriate to move on with a new artist to reboot the Moonwalker franchise? And if so, who's your top pick?
Well, it's got to be Bruno Mars.
I thought so too.
Yeah.
I thought
I
the
can't-
exact same thing.
I can't not think about Bruno Mars because Jenkins, our mutual friend Jenkins, he
Mhm.
told me, he just said this out of nowhere because I mean, he's a big appreciator of music in general, and
Mhm.
he once told me that Bruno Mars is the Michael Jackson of our era, and I could never get that out of my head. That's every time I see Bruno Mars, that's what I think. And sometimes I wonder if he just says that because when Michael Jackson was younger, they kind of look alike.
No, I can see it, but the thing is, like, I think that it's Lady Gaga, and I know that that's dated now, but we haven't had a new contender yet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, this year in particular has been strange because we haven't had anybody headlining. Because usually there's somebody in that role, whether
Mhm.
7 years ago it was Katy Perry or Adele for a little while. I feel like was in that
Mhm.
title role. But yeah, and then Bruno Mars definitely was been there at least twice. But yeah, there's these people. It kind of ebbs and flows.
And
There's like one big superstar for most of the year.
I think with Bruno Mars, it's not only it's not only the same spirit, but also the same quality. Although there's some Bruno Mars songs that I don't like. There's some Bruno Mars songs that I do like. And
Physically, there's a recollection. Like you see Michael Jackson the way he dances too.
I'm not even thinking. I'm seriously not even thinking about the physicality of it because my first pick was Gaga.
Right.
But more than I want Moonwalker, and more than I want Moonwalker for Lady Gaga, I want Labyrinth for Lady Gaga. I want them to reboot Labyrinth with her as Jareth.
That
I think that would be
super
excellent.
appropriate. Even though I hate Labyrinth and it creeps me the hell out. That you're right. That is a perfect pairing. Yeah.
Yes. Um, but yeah, there's something there, and the thing is that I was never a big Michael Jackson fan, but there's something about the story of Moonwalker,
Sure.
this alien that throws dust on people and can make them dance and stuff like that. That I kind of like. I was always just attracted to it. I don't know why. And so yeah, I want Bruno Mars. If you're listening, can you bring back Moonwalker for
Bruno
us?
Mars' agent, if you're listening,
Uh huh.
sell that to him.
Or how about 12 squirrels in a big trench coat who happen to look vaguely like Bruno
Sure.
Mars? If you're listening, we'll take anything at this
Yeah,
point.
anything to get the word out.
I don't even know who owns that stuff anymore. I don't know who took over the Jackson
It's
estate.
probably his family, I would imagine.
I guess so, huh?
Tito maybe has it.
Yeah, Tito's
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
He and his siblings all they look kind of similar. We could ask Janet to do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
Although I haven't
let's
done.
revive all their careers at the same time. Like they can all be in it.
Hmm. Okay. That was by far my strangest musing lately. Uh, like there's a lot of problems with lots of people dislike Michael Jackson for a lot of reasons, but I think we can take one of the bright spots, which was Moonwalker, and make it and make it our cultures again.
Absolutely. I want
Yeah.
somebody, speaking of, to do another big spooky music video like he did.
You weren't happy with Werewolf Bar Mitzvah?
Apparently not. I have no idea what that is.
It was something from 30 Rock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Have you seen the Indian version of
No.
Thriller?
I
It's
don't think
actually
so.
pretty good. I like it a
See,
lot.
what version?
Like the Bollywood version.
Oh, Bollywood version. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, I
Yeah.
have seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually was. I actually kind of liked watching that. That was really fun.
So
Mhm.
we haven't had a really spooky one.
I don't think they've had a really good spooky. I feel like there's someone who attempted one not long ago, but I don't know if I saw the whole thing.
I mean, how do you even how do you even approach that without it appearing to be parody?
Right.
Let's workshop this. Okay, first off, genre. Okay,
You can't do zombies.
no, not the music video, the music.
The actual music.
Yeah,
Okay.
what are we looking at?
As content wise, like this.
Uh-huh. Genre. Okay, so R&B, pop female singer, pop male singer.
I think it would have to be a female singer.
Okay, so pop female singer.
Yes.
You want pop, not country, not R&B.
No, I don't think they. I don't think they could pull it off.
Is there even an alt rock scene anymore?
I think that's what
Is that-
that's morphed into. What like Imagine Dragons and whatever that is.
You telling me the emos won?
No, not really. Emo. It's funny to me. Before emo was even a thing in popular culture. So as you know, I was a goth kid in high school, and I have a book. I still have it, I think, called Goth Chic. And no, I'm sorry, it was not in that book. I did have a book about Goth Chic, and I read it cover to cover. But no, I remember there was a website. There was a website because I like when you're in high school and you're a goth and you don't know a lot of other goth kids. Sometimes you do research to figure out what you're supposed to do, right?
All right.
Sure. And I found this website that actually categorized all the different types and sub genres of goth, and emo was on that list. And this was long before I knew what emo was, before any of us really knew what emo was. It's been around longer than we realize. But anyway, that was a stupid tangent. But your question was, has emo won? Yes. We'll go with yes.
Okay.
But anyway, so we were trying to figure out the type of music. So yeah, I think it has to be
you want to
pop
go
singer.
so you want to go
Female.
You want to go female pop singer.
Right. Do we
Okay.
need to pick the artist now, or you just want to go broad strokes?
Let's do broad strokes for now.
Okay.
All right. The music video. There was a for Thriller, a theme was picked, and it wasn't just generic horror. It was actually 1960s and 70s zombie horror,
Mhm.
which is kind of specific, you know, versus the modern take. You know, they were dealing with a lot of gravestones, people crawling out from the grave, stuff like that. Dark, dark, foggy nights, and so. Do we pick a particular moment in horror history, in cinematic horror history for the visuals?
I think what you do is you team up with Universal and you do the Universal monsters.
Okay.
And you do them in black and white.
You a whole music video in black and white?
I'm gonna revamp that idea. So start it in black and white, and let's do the Universal monsters through time. So it starts in black and white, but then you start to see different types of color. Let's do like Technicolor, like early Technicolor stuff, and then then they can jump through time again, and they're in the like the 80s, and then we can jump in time again.
Okay, so a celebration of the Universal monsters through history.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna pitch this. How about throughout the song, we actually see the different Frankensteins, the different Draculas, the different wolves. They actually start to meet one another, and not like it's me from the past. It's like the iterations are so different that they can be considered completely different characters, and so they're actually kind of forming factions.
Yeah.
That are all and so armies are building, which are all coming to a singular point, and in the middle is our star.
Right.
Okay.
So how about so there needs to be like a plot. So how about at the beginning?
Well, there's got to be. If you're going to be the next Thriller, there's got to be a plot.
So I'm thinking in the beginning, the monsters are chasing whoever our hero is.
Okay.
Right. And as they're going through time, they're meeting each other, forming factions, and then they start to lose focus, and because it's becoming so strange, they're like Dracula meets Dracula meets Dracula. The Draculas are teaming up.
Well,
the
horde of vampires that are slowly becoming more modernized.
Right. Then they learn teamwork.
Okay. I'm in it for the long haul. Keep talking.
All right. I'm working this through. I'm working it through.
Okay.
This may not be the answer, but I want to see this idea through. So they're learning teamwork, and because at first they're fighting each other as they're meeting each other, they're almost like getting in each other's way, right? Dracula may almost have her, and then the other Dracula gets in the way somehow.
Ooh, okay. She is the method by which they accidentally meet one another.
Yes.
We can start with a stereotypical Dracula, but she uses her magic pendant to escape through time.
Right.
And so then we
but
never
the portal opens up and they all go through.
exactly. And
or
so
whatever. Yeah.
right, and so we can see them travel through the pyramids, we can see them travel through London for the werewolves, and the portal has a distinct look to it, and thusly we never have to explain again how these people met. They can like we can actually have a segment where for like the werewolves, they never have to see our hero
Right.
in order to want to go through a portal and meet each other.
So I think what has to happen is that we need a giant dance number at the end where you have all of them, and our hero, our heroine, is leading the dance. I haven't figured it out in my mind how yet, but the dance at the end is her trapping them all, and then she's ultimately the villain who kills them all.
That killing the mummy and Dracula and the Wolfman,
I don't know, something. Help.
that doesn't sound like a villain.
No, well, unless we start learning and appreciating and loving the monsters as they travel through time and as they start working together, we're like, oh, these guys are actually not so
Or
bad.
or if you like that twist ending, what she can do is she can take all these hordes because this can center in, and I pictured it in my head, centering in a fantasy location, with like a courtyard surrounded by Gothic spires and this, that, and the other. But it's bringing them all to this central point where she begins to release them on the real world.
There you go.
She's Bride of Frankenstein the whole time. Okay, here's the
Yeah.
okay, hold on.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
Bride of Frankenstein the whole time, or at least that theming. And when she releases on the real world through yet another time portal, that's when she meets her modern self. And
Yeah.
that's the hero. That's the hero.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So her from the past was the villain.
Hmm. Or from
Would it
another
be?
era.
Is it too much? Is it too much to have her the one from the past when she gets to the future, that she's still only her body is still in black and white?
No, I mean we're talking about a pretty high budget production at this point, so
Yeah.
that's not too much to ask.
And that makes a big contrast. So like this one's definitely different from the one that she meets at the end. Like there's
Mhm.
definitely like these two are not the same. So
Right.
okay.
So she's fun. So she's funneled the mummies and the wolfmen and the Draculas, all into the modern era, and that's where we find our hero, and our hero is being chased down the streets, until they finally get to they get to a big theater, and that's where the most modern versions of all the Universal monsters are there, and they're her friends, and they put on a big show, and rather than being attacked by this horde is now their audience.
Okay, hold on. Say that again. So the girl from the past, she's chased all the way through the streets. She's got all the monsters following her, and then they're confronted by the ones from the present day.
They kind of appear in the theater, in the theater part of it, because it's I think it'd be difficult to get from an urban setting to like an amphitheater, outdoor music venue. So let's go to the theater.
Okay.
And when she takes and when the modern version, when our hero takes refuge in a theater, she runs away, but of course the simplistic barricade that she has gives way. All the monsters go inside, but she has the most up-to-date versions of each one of these monsters up on stage with her,
Ah,
and they do a number together.
right.
And so rather than this horde attacking her, they are now cheering for her. They're her audience now.
I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then is this now we're seeing this as a dance number?
Very, very in sync. Backstreet Boys. We
Yeah.
came up here to dance. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
that kind of thing.
Can we is it then as part of the plot? What if all that you said happens, but then as they're dancing and stuff, what they're actually doing is giving them training on how to go out and attack society from there?
So both versions are bad.
I'm trying to work.
I'm trying to wrap this up. Is what I'm trying to do.
Well, okay, I think we got the.
You're
we got
setting up the sequel.
Yeah, we got the. Yeah. No, that works. I like it ending. It doesn't even have to have. It could be cryptic how it really ends, like what the plot ending is. But we definitely want to end on that particular dance number.
I mean, if you want to go really cryptic, then like we'll do some close-ups on the speakers, which seem to be emanating some kind of power, and all the wolfmen become puppies, all the mummies become box of bandages, and all of the Draculas become those wind-up chattering teeth.
Yeah.
If you want to say, okay, none of this does. If you want to say to the audience, none of this ever had to make sense, we can go there.
I kind of like that ending
Okay.
because
But
it feels familiar and it feels like there's closure, but doesn't really make sense.
that is a conflict resolution. We need a denouement between between the modern hero and the antiquated villain.
Mm-hmm.
So after the hordes of Dracula and mummies and Wolfmen are gone, then all that's left is Bride of Frankenstein and our hero, and
They kiss.
they kiss. Why? Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, you froze. I can't hear you. Oh no, I'm by myself. I cannot hear you, Zach. Whatever you just did to your computer, you messed it all up. Danny, are you okay? Danny, are you okay? Are you okay, Danny? I'm reconnecting because there's a poor network connection. Hopefully that means you guys are still getting the live show. Yeah, I think you guys are. So you should just be seeing me. Let's see if we can.
Okay.
There you are.
So the big question is, are we still in the same show? Or did that feed end?
No, we're good.
We're in the same show?
Yeah, the stream never stopped.
Oh, really? That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So hello everyone. All right, so the last thing was the hero, the modern hero and the Bride of Frankenstein, they meet. And Johnny's suggestion was they kiss. I can't give him a good reason not to.
Yeah.
Can't.
I know, right?
Should they merge? Do they become one?
I think we see a spark. I think we see some magic going on, and then you fade out or you end the scene, so we don't actually know exactly what happens.
Wait, before their lips touch, or we just don't know
maybe
what
their
happened?
lips are getting close, and then like there's
Because the thing is that you know the one because I think that we've so far we've been coming at this from a pretty traditional standpoint as far as like making music videos is concerned, but the lesbian kiss is something that modern media still handles very gingerly in a lot of ways.
Well, if you want to play it safe, if you want to walk on eggshells, then you start.
I don't.
Okay, you want to go for it.
I want to. I push for that lesbian kiss. Absolutely.
And I think it should be a real serious kiss. I think it should not just be a peck. I mean, they should be locked in there.
It should be passionate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, TV passionate.
Like not wedding kiss, but like we may about to maybe bang kiss.
I know what you're. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't know how. I was gonna stop because I didn't know how detailed you were gonna get.
No, I wasn't gonna be graphic or anything.
And it's a Sunday night, sir.
That's true. The holiest of evenings.
No, it should be a sound, passionate, open mouth kiss.
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
And then there's magic, and that we just don't know what happened.
Yeah, I think we did a lot of good work here today.
Yeah, we absolutely did.
What have you been playing?
But I've for some
More
reason
Mario
I've
Galaxy?
decided that
More
huh?
Mario Galaxy?
For some reason I've decided that I'm going to 100% complete that game.
Okay.
And it's challenging. I was gonna say rewarding, but it's playing video games, and that's not rewarding.
If it makes you feel good, that's rewarding.
I suppose so. Sometimes it's very
It
frustrating.
can be, but then when you finally beat it, then
Yeah.
you're like, yes, I did it. Anyway, um,
I mean, what about the emptiness of like I love this game so much, but now I've done everything. I won't be able to play this game again for years.
well, it all depends on how short your memory span is. If you're like a goldfish and you're like, I'm gonna start it from the beginning because I don't remember anything, and then you enjoy it all over again.
But well, sure, but if I saw that process on the horizon, then wouldn't the journey itself be futile?
Yeah, you could just not play it.
I
That's
could,
just up to you.
but I
That's
love
up to
it.
you, man.
The thing is that I recently bought the Insane trilogy, the Reignited trilogy, and Crash 4. And so I've got plenty of games to play.
Yeah.
I just don't want.
No.
I want to play Mario all day.
I was kind of in that predicament because at least for the show, I like to talk about other games other than Crusader Kings 3. So I tried to play something different just to, because I got a lot of other stuff I want to play, and I did. I played Wolfenstein.
Mhm.
That was enjoyable. I want to go back to that eventually. I didn't get that far into it. I did play more Crusader Kings 3 as well. Um, that's actually a lot more fun to talk about because there's a lot that goes on in that game. Since we last talked, I have not had to murder any children, so that's an improvement. Um, and
I didn't know that was on the cards.
yeah, we talked about it.
Oh, with your Crusader
Yeah,
Kings.
yeah, yeah.
I could have sworn that we gave you homework, and you were supposed to play a dating simulator about
Oh my
girls who wear
God,
green
no,
skirts and pretend to be tanks.
no, yeah, but I didn't play that because I really wanted to play that with you. We could do it. We could do a live stream of that.
Yeah, I think that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, we can do it. And this is like,
So sometime this week
yeah,
we should definitely make
I
time
agree.
for
I
it.
agree. No, but in Crusader Kings 3, okay, so my realm is in Africa, and I noticed that there's a box I can click on once it's available that says Unify Africa. So as soon as I own all of Africa, then I'm going to unify it. And so that's
Not a great look on you, Johnny.
Hey, all
As
right.
soon as I own Africa.
Well, I'm black though.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to.
I'm not gonna encroach on your perception of your identity.
Yeah. No. My character is black though. I'm not doing any type of like weird imperialist crap. But no. So
Oh, I see.
anyway, so
Never mind, go on.
yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Glad you like that
Yeah,
so well.
it's funny. It's funny. Then with my character, my dynasty is I've gotten better at the game. I'm realizing some of the stuff that I didn't realize before, and I'm really loving my current character and his son. So my heir, my primary heir, is a genius. That's a trait you can get, and it gives you a bonus to like all your stats. And
Mm.
so I'm really excited for when my character dies. Um, I'll be able to go as that thing as that character. Sorry, I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. Oh wait, so it's tough. Have you tried it? No.
Usually what you're supposed to try
Right,
to
yeah.
do.
But anyway, my first step to getting to unify Africa is I need an empire, and the first de jure claim I can make that I'm closest to getting as an empire is the Empire of Guinea, and I'm like
De jure?
Yeah, de jure. It's DE space JURE.
Of the day?
I don't know. It's a term that they use in the game even since Crusader Kings 2. Anyway, so my goal is
Yeah.
to get that empire started. I'm about 66% there. I'm excited about it. I think I can make it happen with this character that's coming up, my heir. He's a strapping young lad, and he's very smart, so I'm looking forward to it.
We should probably do one together because I've never played the game.
Sure.
We should do a match together, and we'll call it Warlock's Map Battle.
Map battle, yeah.
Freestyle map battle.
You are gonna get so frustrated with this game. I'm looking forward to it.
I imagine.
It's just gonna take.
Okay, well, I think that's
that's
a fine enough time for us to end the show. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. Of course, I want to thank our excellent producer and technician Johnny Dim for putting in all the special. I don't do anything except show up. He actually figures out how this is going to get streamed. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you want to talk to us. Oh, shout out to Blake Hicks. How's it going, Blake Hicks? He commented on one of our videos. We don't get a lot of comments, so if you want to talk to us, we are here to listen. Absolutely. If you want to suggest topics for the show, anything you want us to be aware of, just let us know down in the comments. All the videos that you saw tonight, go ahead and check them out again if you'd like to. We have links in the description. And until next time, I think it's time to say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. And